Alright, welcome back. We are back to working on the 1981 Goldwing. Today I'm going to try to tear apart what I broke. I've got a line on a replacement part, so I'm gonna get that out so when I have the part come in, I can just swap it in and be ready to go. Also have found parts that I already had for the carburetor, so I need to tear out these downpipes and replace the O-rings that were down here on this side. The other side was okay, but this side really needed it, so gonna do that. Should be a quick job, but with me you never know, so we'll give it a shot and let's see how far we can get. Alright, I gotta get the stator cover off, and there's bolts all the way around, I believe, and they're 8mm. So this is the main area I need to get out so I can clean off the threads. Okay, so I thought this would be a simple repair, being able to get the cover off, out, and then pull the threads, clean out the threads from the part that I'd broken in my last video. I was referring to the book this time, so I didn't repeat what I'd already done and mess this up even more. And you have to pull the engine out to get the alternator out, and it looks the same for the cover too. So I started taking off this bolt, and then there's a chrome piece here that slides in right here, but this is all one unit. I was hoping it maybe like a half unit that went halfway through the bike that I could pull out. Simple enough, but that's not the case. It's the whole back of the engine. This is the engine cover for the back of the engine. But the only thing I need is this right here. You can see where I broke it open. So I am hoping the threads seem to be intact, so I'm going to try to remove them normally. If that's the case, then I'm golden and I'll get the part, spin the new cap in, no harm, no foul. But if not, then this is gonna be a bigger fix than I even thought to begin with. So hopefully this will work. Oh, it's coming out. Okay, it's working. It's working. It's working. Oh, thank the Lord. Look at that. Okay, that oh, that works so much better than I was hoping. Oh my goodness. Okay, well that's it. That's all I had to do. Now I gotta put these back in. But you can see what I did last time. Oh man, God was looking out, because I got this piece in one piece. It didn't crack, it didn't shatter, it stayed in piece, and I was able to manually, with my hand, turn it out. So I'm gonna put the bolts back on, call it good. When I get this new piece, just thread that puppy in and be good to go. And then I'm gonna move on to the carbs here, because why not break something else? Alright, this is all put back together. So what I'm gonna do next, now I'm gonna work on the carbs. I just need to take these off, put on a new O-ring between the plenum and the head here, and that should be good. Tighten down maybe the throttle cables and stuff too that have been lacking. I'm gonna try to start it. We're gonna see what happens. I haven't started in a little while, so I'm a little bit nervous about that. I'm curious to see if there's any oil that comes out of here. I'll crank it over a few times just to see what happens. Alright, I've swapped out the plenums from the original carburetor. It's better O-rings on it to get a better seal. So I've got those now on the bike. Gonna attach the spark plugs. There's a couple things left to do on the bike. Probably the most important one is the timing belts. I need to find and order them and then replace them. There are 2 of them on there, and you gotta be careful when you do it, because if you get it out of time, you kind of mess up the whole bike. So gotta do that. Outside of that, the next thing I want to do is I gotta flush the coolant. Coolant in there is, I don't know how old, and it just needs it as part of getting, refreshed all the way in. So that's on the more immediate list. And then at some point in there, I've got those new tires I need to put on, and once I get those rolling, this bike should be good to tool around on. I'm sure there's still going to be some other things to kind of work out the kinks on, but the gist of the bike should be good to go and ride. My goal is to do at least one moto camp on this bike this year. So that's my biggest goal. At least one moto camping trip on the Goldwing this summer, and we're gonna make it happen. It's close. It's very close. I just gotta keep stealing time away and come out and finally get this over the finish line to where it's a usable bike, and then the fun stuff can come in where I make it not so usable while I tear it down and to make it look cooler. But I don't know, a grandpa bike like this, it's right up my alley. Old cars, old bikes. Alright, it has been a few days since the last part of the video, and I got it started the next day. It helps if you have all the wires plugged in. And so I went and found the part I needed that I had broken, and I bought it, it shipped, it arrived, and it came as a full back cover. So this was stuck on pretty tight, but I sprayed some PB Blaster in it and let it soak for a little while, and then it came out. So this is what it should look like. So I'm gonna put this one in on the bike, and then we'll probably try to go for a ride. And then it's a 17mm. Just don't overtake it and break it like I did on the last one. Alright, that should be done. And I need to let it run for a little bit, so I'm going to start it up, let it run, and we're going to see about taking it out. Do a quick little roll around to see how it runs, and then go from there. Alright, the next thing I'm going to do is button up the bike. I'm going to put the seat back on, everything else. Get that done, then I'm going to try to take it out for a little spin just to see what it does. So, pretty good. back on the alternator. I didn't get the right end that I was hoping for, but that's okay. We'll still work at it. Go ahead and put back on. It was kind of like a normal weight now. This is good. Once I get it running.